The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
In the walkway, a poop.
The womb nuke.
See a picture I do of me naked? I'll show you a picture of me naked, you'll love it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back into another episode of the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast. I am your host. My name is Scotty Gurman, a.k.a. Scooter McFuckstick, and alongside me, I have two excellent stand-up comedians, sort of.
Not anymore, man. Now you can't call me that anymore. I'm not a good stand-up comedian. I don't have a big fat fucking trophy or
That's
nothing.
That's right. But he is the best DEI hire of all time. Plus, he'll put your winner in his mouth, and he's an excellent, excellent boulder. Please welcome back Mr. JP.
Yep.
Is that going to get your energy up there, Bubba?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Not today.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine.
I am.
Yeah.
My brain is jelly.
That's okay. It's all right. It's pretty much like that all the time anyway.
Correct.
Yeah. But also, ladies and gentlemen, another excellent stand-up comedian. Please welcome in the very funny guy who is married to a bar owner. Please welcome back Mr. Steve Peters.
No chin Steve.
That's right. He doesn't have 13 chins.
Somebody, fuck, that pisses me off. I was going to remember who said that, and I
Yeah.
can't. Maybe it was Braxton Lynch.
No,
I'm not sure.
I can't remember, but it was a very funny comment.
Yes, that was hilarious.
It was very funny. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we have an excellent show for you today. If this is the very first time you've ever listened to the Laughing on the Sidelines podcast, we are normally a lot more upbeat and not as tired. But
I just woke up.
I know.
Literally.
I know.
Fuck you.
I got to figure out what it's like to be JP.
What a dick. I just woke
slept
up.
all
I'm
day.
fine.
Normally JP did just wake up,
Yeah.
but not today.
No, he's a member of society.
That's correct. With insurance.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Dude, it's just a lot right now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. But yes, if you haven't already figured out, this is a comedy podcast. We like to make very inappropriate jokes about the current events that are going on in sports and very inappropriate
Have
jokes.
we done something funny?
That has what?
Have we done something funny?
All the time.
You said, as you guys have already figured out, this is a comedy podcast, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, if they're smart. If they're not smart, maybe not. So that's why I'm telling them.
Right. That's,
I thought I did something wrong. The way JP looked at me, I was like, I just looked over there. What did I do?
You didn't do anything
They
wrong,
didn't.
man.
No.
Sorry.
But this is also an adult podcast where we like to use foul language and offend people who have thin skin. So if that's you're in the wrong place. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you and goodbye. But yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some hot topics.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm on key.
That was a good
I just
one.
need to be tired more often.
I like it.
We have overrated or underrated. That's where I draw the line. Questions and preguntas, a draft, and as always, a shitty situation. But before we get into that stuff, let's talk about what's happened to us over the last week, and that means JP's first week of work.
Man,
Yeah,
it is a lot of work.
I'm sure.
But here's the thing, man. I'm so lucky.
I know.
Because the people that I have working with me and around me, the core group of them,
Yeah.
are freaking phenomenal.
That's great.
And they're helping me so very much.
That's good.
Like my assistant is, the AGM is an amazing dude. And if it wasn't for him, I would have never survived
Yeah,
week one, let alone get into week two. So
yeah.
but yeah, we're in week two. I'm very, very tired. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of info. It's a lot going on. But man,
Hey, Steve, what was the over-under on the bet again?
For what?
For how long JP lasts as the bowler? I'm just kidding.
But
Hey, I would have given him 5 years.
You gotta let me finish, man.
Okay.
I'm so happy to be there. I think it's gonna be an awesome job once I get it down.
Sure.
And man, it couldn't be going better, really.
Plus, you have the bowling groupies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I did it for.
I knew it.
Actually,
I knew it.
Crazy enough, we so one of the guys that owns the owns the centers and the company. He drives a Cybertruck, and he lives in Arkansas. So
Is his still good?
Or has it been lit on fire?
Has it been lit on fire yet?
Nope. It's still good. It's actually one of the sexiest Cybertrucks I've ever seen. It's wrapped, and it's actually
They look cool if they're done upright.
This one looks really cool. So anyway, he put fast chargers in at both centers.
Yeah.
So
maybe we're not fixing your car.
yeah, no, we're gonna look at it.
We're gonna look at it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I've always thought about getting a Tesla.
Is that like the mega charger thing where it charges the whole thing in like 15 minutes and then you're ready to go?
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So anyway, there's this one guy that lives in Derby, and he's there all the time. Like I always see him there. And so today I was walking around the building just checking stuff out, making sure that there's just no trash or whatever, smoking a cigarette. And so I just went up and like stood by his window, and he rolled it down, and I just introduced myself, let him know I was the new GM and all that. And he was hot.
Did you
Holy
tap?
shit,
Did you
he was
tap your
hot,
foot
dude.
3 times under the stall when he was in there?
He's so hot.
That's so okay.
So then I go in and I told Brody, I was like, hey, man, you know the Tesla guy? And he's like, yeah, that's actually one of my brother's best friends. And I was like, well, then. So now my new mission in life is
Switch
to
him to
fucking
gay.
hook up with the Tesla guy.
I like it.
He told me his name, but I just like to call him the Tesla guy until we get to know each other a little bit better.
Sure.
At least I want to lick his butthole before I start calling him by his name.
Yep.
But then, so the other
That's
night,
reasonable.
let's see, Sunday night. Fuck, all my days run together anymore. But I think it was Sunday night. I was on my way home from work. It was late, probably 11:30, midnight. And going through Derby is scary that time of night when you're riding dirty already. And I was but I was like, it's cool. They have to have a reason to pull me over, right?
Right. Wrong.
Yeah, wrong. No, I do. They have to have a reason to pull me over. I'm white. Anyway,
yeah.
I get through Derby. I'm doing all right, and I'm going down K15 toward 135, and right there at 47th and K15, there's a cop, state trooper, and he's turning left on the 47th, but my light's green, so I go on by him or whatever, and I just kind of look up in my rearview mirror. I see him pull back. I see him pull in. There's no other car on the road. He pulls back into the regular lane, and before I know it, he's on my ass. And I'm like, here we go.
Delta 8. That's all you have to tell him.
Sure enough, he fucking lights come on.
He whooped you?
Yep.
Oh,
and I'm like, fuck. So I fucking pull over, whatever. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get a fat ticket. It's nothing but a ticket.
Sure.
It's decriminalized, but I'm like, dude, I'm just got a fucking good job. I'm gonna catch up with some shit, and this happens. Like, fuck. So I got my license out, and I pulled my phone up with my insurance information, and he came to the and I was high because I had smoked an hour before that.
If you guys have ever been just standing outside the driver door of JP's car, you get a contact.
I know I'm fucked, right? I know I'm fucked. So I lit a cigarette, and I'm just waiting, and I'm so high that I'm looking out my driver's side window. I'm on the highway on K15.
Oh.
He's obviously coming on my passenger side. He's not gonna,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I'm looking, and all of a sudden I see the flashlight, and I look over, and it kind of startled me. And so I tried to roll down the window, but I rolled down the wrong window, and I'm like, oh, I'm so fucked. I am so fucked. So I roll down the window, and he puts his arms up there, and he kind of leans in, and I'm like, oh no, my car's trashed. Well, you've seen my car.
Yeah,
it's not great.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful car.
Fucking cigarette packs all over the fucking floorboard.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good, not good. So he's like, license, registration, blah 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 blah. He's like, do you have your insurance? I said, yeah, I got it pulled up already. And he's like, where are you coming from? I told him, I was like, I'm coming from work. I said, I just got off work and headed home. Anyway, so he's like, all right. He goes, hold on and sit tight, and I'll be right back. And he was back there forever.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for the second car to come pull up.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I know they're pulling me out. They're searching the car. I'm fucking getting a fat ticket. And then he starts walking back up to the car, and I'm like, okay, no other car came. That's a good thing. But
but it's a trooper. They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. And that was my second thought was, you're still fucked.
Yep.
So he comes back over there, and he goes, all right, sir. He said, sorry I was back there so long, but a weird deal with your license. It came up where you must not have paid a ticket or something, but it was in 2014. He said they haven't suspended your license, but that is flagged on there. He goes, I've never seen it like that before, but for whatever reason they didn't suspend it, so you're good. He goes, but I would call and get whatever that is taken care of. And he said, do you have any other questions for me? I said, nope. And well, anyway, he pulled me over for a tag light.
I was getting ready to ask, why did he pull you over?
Tag light, a fucking course. So anyway, because that's the shit you can't. I mean, I'm not gonna just walk around my car every time and check my tag light. Anyway, and he's like,
what
all
kind
right.
of fucking criminal are you?
So, dude,
you have to do that.
So he goes, all right, well, you have a good night. And he goes, get that tag light replaced. I said, all right. And he let me go. Didn't say a fucking word. Didn't ask. And I was like, dude, it had to be the cigarettes. Like,
you got to tell them it's Delta 8.
But yeah, right, dude.
Like that works. Literally.
Sure it does.
It really does.
For sure it
100%.
does.
I'm telling you.
100% it does. Like, I have
100%.
experience with this. I'm telling you, it works.
Okay.
You have to tell them that.
Sure.
I bet you he just didn't care.
Well,
And that's
maybe he
probably
just
it.
didn't care. Then that could be too. Either way,
He was back in his car going, this guy looks fucking gay.
And I fucking right. So anyway, I got my tag lights the next morning, and fucking
Nice.
I'm all good now. But
You installed them yourself?
Just a light bulb.
Who helped you install them?
okay, dude. So I tried to do it myself.
Yes. I love this. This
Shit.
is fucking great.
All right, man. I wasn't going to tell this part of the story.
Nope. It's required.
I tried to do it first, but I just couldn't get the screw. There's 2 screws, one on either side. There's 2 lights, and there's plastic covers. The screws are holding on the plastic covers. All you have to do is unscrew the covers, take the other bulb out, slide the new bulb in,
Yeah.
put it back on, screw it back in. Sounds easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then I tried to do it. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it. And so I fucking went into the bowling alley, and my mechanic, who makes like fucking $28 an hour, I was like, hey, I said, I'm going to preface this with, remember I'm gay. And he just started laughing. He goes, okay. And I said, I know that the $28 an hour that we're, paying you is going to be well worth it to come help me change my tag lights. And he just starts fucking rolling. like he's almost in tears. And he was like, dude, are you serious? I was like, yep. And he goes, holy shit. So we grabbed the screwdrivers, we hit out there. So it turns out I'm not as much of a freaking puss as I thought I was, because he couldn't hardly get him off.
Nice.
The fucking idiots at the fucking buy here, pay here lot I got it from put Loctite on the fucking screws.
Nice.
So, and being as old as it is, and fucking they were kind of starting to rust.
Yeah.
Dude, it wasn't my fault, turns out, which
Right.
is good. Something else dude, I've got the longest week
Holy
recap
God.
I've ever had.
What is going on?
Yeah, this is kind of wild.
I can't
Usually
even-
it's
dude.
about video games or something.
I can't even remember what day it was now because I'm so fucking tired. But I
It
was going to work.
Tuesday.
It was either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Pretty sure it was the day after it was the day that we were recording the show.
Oh, yeah,
if
that's
I remember
right. Yeah. So I'm going into work. I stop at QT to get gas. All the front sides of the pumps are out of order.
Yep.
So there's only got the back half. So everybody's waiting in line to get in. I'm in behind this Jeep, and there's this big ass fucking truck and trailer on my right side. And the guy in the Jeep gets done pumping his gas, and instead of fucking going forward where there's absolutely no fucking body, he decides he's going to back up. And I'm right there on his ass because I'm waiting. And so immediately, again, I might have been a little high. I put it in reverse, and I start backing up, and all of a sudden I hear this just fucking loud ass honk. And I slam on my brakes, and I look back, and there's the biggest, blackest, fucking lifted Dodge Ram pickup I have ever seen in my life. And because I was paying attention to the truck and trailer beside me, trying not to hit it, and I didn't realize there was anybody behind me.
That some Derek Alders looking motherfucker was driving it.
So when that guy honked, I think the Jeep thought that it was for them, because all of a sudden they decided, I'm going to go forward. Yeah, good fucking job. So I pull into the parking spot, and I'm like, dude, this is going to be some fucking hick, backward motherfucker Kansan that's just, he's going to want to whoop my ass. Like, I don't know if I hit him. I don't know. So I jump out and he jumps out and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I apologize. And he goes, did you get me? And I go, I don't think I hit you. And I said, but I'm not sure, man. And he goes, well, let's check it out. And we walk around his truck and there's a little bitty scuff on the plastic wheel well thing. And he like licks his hand and he rubs it and he goes, oh, that's coming right off. He goes, well, how about your car? And we walked around and sure enough, there's a little scuff there where I did scuff him.
What
and
a dick.
He goes, all right, man. He goes, well, that's nothing. He goes, I ain't worried about it. He goes, man. He goes, if you're cool, I'm cool. I said, yeah, dude, I'm good. It was my fault. And he goes, oh, don't worry about it. Have a good day, man. And he shook my hand. Nicest fucking dude.
See?
Thank God.
See,
you get a job and the world gets right
It starts-
with you. That's
it starts
fucking
turning
awesome, dude.
around.
One day
See?
I'm going to do that.
So I'm headed to work.
Yep, it gets
and
better.
It gets better.
Okay.
So I'm headed to work.
All right.
And I'm going down Kellogg.
Holy shit. Do you have the Jeopardy music queued
Yeah,
up?
dude.
Good God.
I'm a part of this in certain ways.
Yeah,
So.
love it.
so I'm going down Kellogg, and I hit a fucking big ass chunk of firewood,
Holy fuck, dude.
and I'm like,
You got to stop driving.
I'm like, fuck, right?
You just Uber everywhere.
Exactly. I'm like, fuck, man, that sucks. And so I kept going. This was about West Street. And everything seemed okay. It was kind of pulling a little bit, but I was like, I could have knocked my alignment out of alignment. Whatever, I'm good.
Yeah, the Black Hawk Down
Right
pilot
before-
thought the same
yeah,
thing. He's like, I got
right.
some vibration in these pedals. Everything will be fine. No
Everything's
big deal.
good. Yeah. So turns out about, I don't know, a quarter mile before the Seneca Street exit, I found out that I was not good because
fuck.
it definitely had a flat. And
Uh-oh.
I managed to limp it into fucking Whiskey Dick's right
Yeah.
there at Seneca and Kellogg, and limped it in there. And I was like, fuck.
You limped it into Whiskey Dicks.
Limped it into Whiskey Dick. And that's why my trophy's better than yours.
Yay!
So
Oh, Jesus.
I limp it into Whiskey Dick's, and I got my spare, my donut tire out. I got my jack out, my little handle.
Who helped
and
you put that on?
Nobody.
You did it?
I got the card up,
Yeah.
and I fucking start trying to take off the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. I know I'm like old and gay and weak. But dude, 20 years ago, dude, I would have just popped that bitch off. But I couldn't do it, dude. I got 2 of them off.
Who had to help you with the other 2?
I called my buddy Bob. No luck. He's clear out in western Kansas.
Oh.
I called my buddy Tyler. He never called me back in time. So then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. With that warranty deal that I got from the bank,
There you
from
go.
Derek, I was like, I think there's roadside assistance. So I text Scotty and Derek, and I was like, hey, do you guys think I have roadside assistance? Scotty's like, absolutely. Sends me the number to roadside assistance. And then Derek chimes in with the roadside assistance
Direct number.
and like my policy number, like they're on it. They're on it,
Nice.
dude.
I'm like, yeah, don't call the number I gave you. Call the one Derek
Yeah,
gave you.
because the one Scotty gave me is fucking nothing.
That's awesome.
I called it and nothing.
It's usually
happens.
about a 12-hour wait to get a fucking person
So
out there.
I finally get a hold of them, and she's like, "Okay, we're gonna send this, that, and the other. Your estimated window is from 12 p.m. to 1:45 p.m."
Yep.
And I'm like, "That's an hour and 45-minute window." That starts in an hour and a half because I had an hour and a half to wait for the window, and then it was going to be another hour and 45 minutes probably.
Sounds
so
pretty
I'm
standard.
thinking, 3 hours I'm going to be stuck here.
The beauty of it is you're already at a bar.
Yeah. So then they're
Whiskey
like,
Dicks, nonetheless.
Yeah.
yeah. I hung up with them, and like 2 minutes later, fucking phone rings. And it's the tow company, and they're like, "Hey, we're on our way." And I was like, "Dude,
Oh,
that's
nice.
fucking awesome!"
Nice.
And I think I said those exact words. That's fucking awesome. And we're coming from Derby. That's where I'm fucking headed. So I wish if it would have happened closer, but so he gets there or whatever, and he's got an air tool, dude.
Well, yeah.
fucking.
We're
like,
mechanics. We carry that
Right,
shit in our
right.
truck.
dude. It wouldn't break them loose.
Are you serious?
He ended up having to go into the tow truck, get an old-fashioned 4-way, and that dude was grunting so hard trying to get those lug nuts off there. He's like, Jesus, dude, you would have never been able to do
So
this.
how hard were you when he was grunting?
Extremely.
I knew it.
So anyway, he got me all back taken care of with the donut, and so I go literally across the street to this tire place. I don't know the real name of it. I just call it La Raza.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that place is great.
Yeah. So I
The
go in there.
Amigos.
Yeah, I go in there, and he's like, "Oh no, man, no tires." And I was like, "Dude, if you walk around my car, every tire is a different size. You don't have something and that's not even a joke. That's the truth." I was like, "You don't even have something close."
He's telling the truth.
No
And
shit.
Yes.
He was like, "No, man, no close." I was like, "Dude, look at my tires, bro. You have to have something that I can use." Nope. So there's another one across the street.
Jesus.
So I go over there, and the dude's like,
JP has taken away all of the time for this week.
Yeah,
Anyway.
welcome to this 4-hour show.
I finally
of
got
Laughing on the Sideline.
a fucking $10 tire for $40.
Nice.
Slapped that baby on there and got to work, and then
Yeah.
that's it. I guess
The longest week recap for JP
I think it was the longest week recap in history.
Possibly.
could be.
okay.
When I'm done with
Good.
that, I'm gonna go. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, just take a nap.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. All right. Well, Steve, what have you been up to for the last couple of weeks? It's been a couple from you.
So I am currently remodeling the Medes location in downtown Wichita, USA, and we can only work at night. So we work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Before we just got to be out of there before they open. And it's good money, very
Well, that's
good Skrillas.
That's good.
So, but yesterday was the official St. Patrick's Day, and I didn't think I was going to drink, but I had 10 beers, and then I went to work at Medes.
I was gonna ask you why you were carrying all that water in with you tonight.
Yeah. At 10 or 11, something like that, and then went to work on a scissor lift. And then I work with, it was the weirdest St. Patrick's Day ever because the Mexican people listen to really weird St. Patrick's Day music. And they don't speak any English at all. So it was basically like I was really there. And it was, I don't know, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot.
How was your stand-up?
I went to the Blue Room Comedy Club in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful
Dude,
place.
who keeps
I love
blowing ass, man?
Is that okay? I thought that was me smelling
not
that.
me.
That was not.
It smells like burnt tacos.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's really
real bad.
Is it
Yeah.
you?
Elena
It was
is
not.
up
It's
there.
definitely not
Dude,
me.
I was not.
Oh,
Is she
maybe
up there cooking or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It could
I don't
be.
know.
Is
I'm
it
all stuffed
tacos?
up. I can't hardly smell anything.
I, on the other hand, can breathe beautifully, and I can tell you right now, I smell no asshole. I just
I
smell
am very stuffed
It
up.
must be what she's cooking.
Probably.
Lucky you.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
You're a
welcome,
lucky man.
welcome to food poisoning. All right. Anyway.
God, if it smells like that now, imagine what it will smell like when it does.
Holy
Fucking-
fuck,
yeah.
like South Wichita. Anyway, so I did all. I've been doing that, and
Yeah, cool, man.
yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Just the stand-up stuff. Oh, and then I was gonna say, I saw myself on camera for the first time in a long time.
Ouch.
Yikes!
I hear
Holy
ya.
fuck,
I hear
dude! I'm like friends with a lot of the listeners on here. I need people to fucking hold my feet to the fire. I need to be running 3 times a week at least. I need to be doing cold plunges every single day, and I need to be eating correctly. And I'm gonna start doing a Friday. If you guys follow me on TikTok, the Steve Peters comedian, or what's the other one? Instagram. Every Friday, not this coming Friday, but every Friday after that, I'm going to do a fucking cold plunge.
Why not this Friday?
I'm going to do a cold plunge interview type thing.
Why
and
not
just
this
give
Friday, though?
give an overview of my progress.
There you
'cause
go.
Fuck it, dude. I got to do something. Like, I
Sounds
really
good.
got to change my life.
Sounds good.
Amen,
I'm
brother.
only going to drink Jameson and wine now. I'm not a woman, so I'm not gonna drink vodka. But I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink Jameson and wine, no beer, because it just makes me fatter than
makes
shit.
you bloated, man. It blows you up.
And then I'm just gonna start eating a lot of meat.
Yep.
And
Steaks.
Yeah, that's it. So
Me too.
There you go.
there we go. All right,
The
that's
meat, not the steak.
amazing. So yeah,
I'm okay. Well, is that it? That all you got?
I think so.
Thank God,
I had
'cause
other
that-
things,
that-
but
that
I don't
took
remember what they were because
way
somebody
less.
else took my time.
God. But we love you, JP.
You have one good week recap in 2 years.
Yeah, that was wild.
And
dude.
they
Holy-
they
It's
freak
unbelievable.
out.
Yeah.
I do have one thing.
there we go.
I was put on a show with Arsenio Hall in Los Angeles.
Nice.
And I'm not able to go because my daughter is being confirmed in the church that weekend, so I'm not able to go to LA for
You don't think
Easter weekend.
You don't
God
think she'd
will
understand?
dude. It's Arsenio Hall.
It's a one-time thing. It's not. Yeah, no, it's all right.
Come on,
so it's okay.
You could be there.
I'll have other opportunities.
You could be
No
there
big
with
deal.
her in spirit.
Nah,
The whole
it's all
Christian
right.
thing, you know?
Nah, it's
All
all right.
right,
I'm gonna
okay.
just stay here and watch her do that, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
hope for a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Next. So, there we go.
Okay. Well, first things first, I guess, with
It's
my week.
Arsenio Hall, man. How
Yeah.
much bigger do you want?
Well, yeah, I mean,
He's actually a phenomenal comedian.
oh yeah, he's great,
Dude, he's awesome.
great. But he does shows all over LA, and I have lots of friends in all those scenes, so I'll get another shot.
Oh, good for you,
Good
dude.
for you.
Yeah,
Get yourself a pat on the back, everybody.
Well, I don't know.
Remind me to take this home with me. Whenever I leave.
I don't know that I'll be able to be an Arsenio. I don't know, whatever. But I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll do something fun. So, yeah.
Very good.
First of all, before we move on to me, there was only 2 questions individually. One for JP. It was from Alex Gamboa. He wants to know where he can send you some Dr. Pepper merch. Not to me. That's all. Reach out to him on some
Yeah,
place.
I'll reach out to you.
There you go.
What's his name?
Alex Gamboa.
Alex Gamboa.
Yep.
I will reach out to you via instant messenger.
And then, Steve, there was a question from William Morrow. He wanted to know, we need a Steve Peters bet of the week.
Yeah, we do. Here's my problem. I am
got-
only winning on hockey. Fuck basketball. Fuck football. Fuck
Football's
everything else. I know. I'm very nervous because I've literally been cashing out 200, 500,
Yeah.
Every week, 2 weeks, whatever. Like, it's been nice to have that extra money, and it's just because it's all hockey.
Well, good. That's
So I don't know what else to do. I mean, I made 5 bets last night. I won 4 out of the 5.
Okay.
So it's I don't know. So what I need to do is I'll come up with an NHL.
We'll get to
Bet
that
of the
one,
week.
and we'll do that in Hot Topics. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay,
All
good.
right. Let's do that.
I guess I'm going to make mine really fucking quick and easy. JP's pen doesn't fucking work.
We're just gonna bet the overs.
That's fine. Well, first things
It's
first.
a bowling pin.
There you go.
It doesn't work either.
It'll work better than that one.
Sure.
Any of these will work.
I did post a video online. I'm sure some of you guys saw it, but I decided to go and get my nose waxed from my barber on.
Dude, I just saw it
I
yesterday.
didn't see that.
I just
Yeah.
saw it
Awesome.
yesterday.
So
How was it?
I made the promise during the show a couple episodes ago, and I followed through. I went,
Okay.
I got it, I did it, and I will say I was actually kind of shocked by how fast she was able to fucking dude.
She was quick.
It's quick.
So is it pretty like a kind of a sting at first and then it goes away?
I've got a high threshold of pain, so
Did you hear that, JP?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I've never heard you sound so sexy, sir.
Oh my.
Oh, my
Oh goodness
No.
gracious.
Down boy.
no, honestly, I it didn't really hurt. It was more of like I was kind of startled
Okay.
a little bit because she's been doing it for such a long time that she watches these videos of people who pull them one at a time.
Oh my.
And she's like, those people are retarded because
So you just do them both. Just rip.
Yep,
3.
at the same time.
Three?
Three.
There was 2 of them, but she's got the third stick.
She's got a stabilizer in there.
Yeah, the stabilizer
Yeah.
that allows her to pull it.
No
That-
shit.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was,
right,
I
I'll
was
check
impressed with that part of it.
Where is your barber?
I'll give you her location. It's her name's Danielle. She's
Okay.
she's awesome. She's great. But yeah, so she did that,
So-
and now I breathe beautifully.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I
let's
had
make
allergies.
sure she doesn't do that again.
I had allergies come on really, really bad about a week and a half ago, and it
Oh,
turned
yeah.
into like a head cold.
Yeah,
so-
allergies are kicking my ass right
Yeah.
now because I have legitimately no filtration system anymore.
That's not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So
But,
speaking of which, since I can't see you through JP's head, have we decided to change up the situation here? When are we getting the couch or whatever? What are we doing?
Dude, never, ever,
well, see,
ever.
everybody was
Never.
Everybody fairly had like enough money to kind of chip in, but we felt bad for JP.
Fuck
that we
off.
did.
Fuck off.
I've got-
Don't blame me for your
I've even got
shortcomings.
SM58 Shure microphones, which is like regular microphones. they would sound amazing.
I know.
They would sound awesome, and you could just talk right into them. You don't have to talk to the side of them.
Yeah,
it'd be perfect.
I am.
Well, God forbid we upgrade.
Yeah.
I am totally down to do something like that.
That's what you say every time. We can talk about it later. Well, it's later, man.
I am the sole
is later,
person.
man.
I'm the sole person who puts money into this show. So it's
you are the sole person that reaps all the rewards.
not really. We demonetize. That's why I'm looking into other platforms like Rumble and just Twitter and all that shit.
You've been doing that as long as we've been remodeling.
I actually
Look, man.
I got premium. I actually got Rumble Premium to see how it works.
Yeah.
And I'm trying it out. It's been about a week and a half.
I heard
2 weeks.
Rumble's the one not to go on, but that's okay.
No, they don't penalize you for whatever you say.
But they didn't pay a bunch of their fucking talent. A while back.
I have not heard
Yeah,
that.
dude,
But the whole thing is that I don't.
You would pick the shittiest one. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, whatever.
It's the Temu of YouTubes.
Yeah,
it is.
But then again, the last thing that I wanted to mention, because I had other stuff, but JP took all of the time because it's his show.
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
But I did.
Oh, geez.
That was the button he pushed.
Oh, boy.
This is why you're not allowed on the button.
Sorry, that was Derek's music.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
There you go.
There you go. That's why I don't work the board.
But the last thing I wanted to wish everybody, and I hope you guys had a happy St. Patrick's Day. Everybody was safe out there.
Yeah, dude.
I did get to talk to a nice guy named Simon on TikTok Live. That was pretty cool. But I also wanted to wish everybody a happy March 14th, which is a steak and blowjob day. Did you guys know that?
Did not know
Happy
that.
Steak and Blowjob Day is March 14th.
Thanks for letting us know that now.
Hey, if you provide the steak, I'll happily provide the blowjobs.
Nope, I received one from my wife, which is what's supposed to happen. But it also just so happens to be. Oh, but Steve, you know what else it is?
I thought she was talking funny tonight.
You know what March 14th also is?
What's that?
It's the anniversary of the death of Karl Marx.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. That was good.
Pretty
wild.
But anyways, guys, that is our week recap. Now we get to, go on to the other parts of the show. Before we do that, do us a favor, guys. If you have not already yet, please stop, leave a question or a like. That helps us out a lot. And if you aren't already subscribed, don't be a dumbass. Go ahead and do that. And make sure that you still are, because they don't like us and they will take away your subscription automatically. But yeah, let's move on to Hot Topics.
All right.
I'm going to have to take his word for it, I guess.
Yeah. I know, it actually does happen. But we're going to kick this off with...
Speaking of things that happen like
Jesus.
that, go ahead.
Can I go back to my week recap real quick? Because this is one thing that did happen that I forgot about.
Yep.
I was cutting some lumber at this job that I'm on.
Yeah.
And it went blasting into my fucking eyes. The sawdust did.
Yeah.
So that morning, I went home, took a shower, went to bed. I was like, my eyes kind of hurt. I woke up the next day, my right eye was like all fucking bloodshot. I couldn't hardly see out of it. And I had to go to the eye doctor, and she said there was a lot of debris in my eye. So what they do is they drip this yellow dye shit in your eye, and then they use a blue light to find it. Dude, this crazy bitch flipped my eyeball or my eyelid inside out.
Yeah.
My mom used to do that when we were kids. She can do it.
Your mom's a serial killer.
Yeah.
That is fucking insane, man. That is the
It's
weirdest
scary.
feeling I have ever had in my life. It took 3 or 4 fucking giant Q-tips full of shit to get it out of my eye, and then they flushed my eye with a bunch of saline, and now it's better.
Yeah.
Cool.
They call that construction cum, by the way. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Gets everywhere.
She asked me if I had my safety
did it
glasses
burn?
on, and I was like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
You're right. It makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yep.
All right, but
Now
let's...
I don't remember what I was going to say.
That's
so
okay.
that's good.
Fantastic.
I know you're okay with that.
Let's move on to Hot Topics. That was a little weaker, but anyways, first one that we're going to come out with, obviously we got to talk about Angel Reese and other WNBA players could go on strike if the league doesn't meet their salary demands.
Hold on, man, but don't. Hey, man, here's the thing. I know you're laughing about this.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Does that mean I can't get the Angel Reese Happy Meal at McDonald's anymore?
Yep, it's all gone.
Isn't she the one that's kind of a dick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She is. There's going to be a whopping 4 people that are going to be bummed out if this actually happens.
Yeah.
But no, see, unfortunately, that's not how it works. You have to kind of provide either a service or entertainment factor, and you guys are costing the NBA, and you are making no money.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the only person who's actually making a shitload of money as a WNBA player is
Caitlin,
Yep,
whatever
Clark.
the fuck her name is. Yeah.
Yep, she's.
So here's the deal. What if we just combined the WNBA and OnlyFans, and then they all actually started making some money?
I'd be good with that.
I mean, there's a lot of dudes out there that would like to see some transsexual-looking original female.
I was just getting ready. I was just getting ready to say.
Oh yeah, show me those size 11s, baby.
Yeah, I don't
you
know
know what I mean?
Give me some of them lesbian layups.
Exactly.
Let me get a foot job.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a brother got to do to get a foot job?
Yeah.
God.
Let's see if your one hand can fit around my entire penis and just cover it. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there is that. But also, I was actually kind of pumped to see this. The freaking Kelsey Brothers podcasts. They actually had Jason Sudeikis on, and they were talking about Ted Lasso. Steve, are you a Ted Lasso fan?
I've never watched one episode of it.
God.
I'm sure it's good.
Phenomenal.
So that's one of them that I would like to watch, and Righteous Gemstones as well. I've never watched an episode of.
I'm telling you, dude. Ted Lasso changed my life.
Phenomenal.
It's
I
not,
did love High School Principals or whatever that was called. Was that Assistant Principals? I think.
that was on HBO.
Danny McBride and yeah.
No, this is on Apple. Is
Okay.
what it is.
Yeah.
It is worth the subscription.
So good.
So good. But yeah, so they were
I'll
talking
have to check it
about
out.
they're writing season 4 right now, and he's going to coach women.
Oh,
Really?
all right, yay.
It's going to be the only way that I'm ever going to watch a woman fucking sport. It's going to
awesome.
be because
so
of Ted
Hollywood
Lasso.
really got involved then. So that's awesome.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to be soccer, flag football, or
They should make
softball or
another all-women Ghostbusters. See that thing flop like it did. That would
Dude,
be
I liked
amazing.
it.
I
liked it.
Can't.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
But-
it's fantastic.
I'm for, women voting and driving. And
Oh, I am too.
I'm for all that.
I'm not.
I know.
What? Holy Jesus.
Just kidding.
Scotty's moving to Saudi Arabia tomorrow.
No, he's moving to Mississippi.
Come on. I'm obviously kidding. They can drive.
Yeah.
As long as they're going to the store.
Can't drive a fucking Delta plane.
They just can't vote. And next, we're going to move on to, hey, March Madness is kicking off as we're recording this podcast. We were watching the first games.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but
I don't care.
Don't give a shit.
Could care less.
I
could
All right.
not care
Couldn't.
less.
Moving right along
could
then.
not care less, sir.
Moving
if
right
you
along.
could care less, then you could legitimately care less. So that's
could.
incorrect.
I could.
But no, it's ever since
could actually care less.
since the NIL decided to kick in, I'm tired of like you can't fall in love with a player. They end up on another team. I can't follow college sports anymore. It's just I'm out.
Okay.
This happened at a basketball game the other day. I don't know if you guys saw this. Actor Tracy Morgan
Yeah.
left a Knicks game in a wheelchair or being carried off after throwing up in his courtside seat.
Yikes.
I was
That
gonna-
has to be so fucking embarrassing, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, it does. I was gonna make a joke because he can't even sit there and like make it through an entire Knicks game, but the Knicks are actually like third in in their conference,
I
so
know.
it's like, hey, good for them for once.
Yeah.
But I did see that he is currently recovering. He's in a hospital. It looks like he's doing fine. So
In a hospital? Holy shit. How bad was it?
I know he threw up profusely, and then also I ended up having like a bloody nose too, is what I saw.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, don't know what happened, but
He
maybe
has some heart stuff going on.
maybe it could have been that same shit that Jamie Foxx got right before he died, and then they cloned him.
Poisoned by Diddy.
Right, exactly.
And then they cloned him.
And then they cloned
You're
him.
stupid.
Exactly what happened.
Dude, that's how tired I am. My mind is jelly. I heard you say before he died, and I was like, Jamie Foxx didn't die, and then you go, and then they cloned him. It took me a full 3 loops to get back and go, oh, wait a minute, Scotty just made a joke.
I did.
And it was a good one.
Thanks, man. And then last but not least, fuck you, JP. Last but not least, got to give a shout out to Steph Curry. He made his 4,000th 3-point field goal in his NBA career.
Well, he is a fervent listener of this show, so he will
is.
hear that.
He is.
So good job, Stephanie Curry.
There you go. Good job. Hopefully you do great in the WNBA Hall of Fame and stuff like that. So, but other than that, I didn't have anything else. I know JP's Colorado Avalanche are doing very well.
Dude, they are on fire.
They are.
Dude,
Is
They
Waugh
are.
still the?
They are.
Is Waugh still the goalie?
Oh no.
See, you did so good before. And then you just said that.
Is he still playing? I think he plays for the Golden Knights, doesn't he?
No.
Patrick Waugh?
He's
Isn't it like his son,
78
maybe?
years old.
Patrick Waugh.
Yeah, see, I told you I don't know.
There is a
anything
couple
about
Waugh that are.
But
I-
it's a very common
That's
name.
a strong
It's
French
a
Canadian.
Very strong French Canadian name.
it. But I am also wearing a Mighty Ducks jersey.
I don't even want
That's
to talk.
true.
To wear
After
green.
after what you just asked me, if Patrick Waugh was still playing,
I'm obviously joking, JP.
I don't know if you are.
I remember because that was back in like 2005, 2006, whenever that was going on. When he was the
So-
goalie for the Avalanche.
Let me ask
At
you-
least give me credit for knowing he was the fucking goalie,
I mean,
dipshit.
That's great.
Yeah, because he was
Lord.
it was better known as being the Canadians goalie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
Montreal.
But they won the Stanley Cup with him as the goalie, if I remember correctly. That was like the whole deal of why I remembered him.
Probably so.
So, but no, you got to remember the last time I paid attention to hockey was when Paul Kariya played for the Mighty Ducks. So that's how.
Who the
long.
hell's Paul Kariya? Are
Paul
you talking
Kariya?
about Paul Banks?
Paul Kariya?
Yeah.
No, Paul Kariya. He was. I
a
want to say.
stud.
Yeah, he was a stud. He was there. I want to say left wing.
I thought you were talking about the jersey you have on, like
No.
the movie.
No,
Okay.
no.
Did Paul? I think he played for us for a little while.
He might have. I don't
pretty
know.
sure.
I followed. I actually followed him, and whenever I was playing the EA Sports hockey games for the NHL, I always.
I'm trying to read ahead, and I was listening to you half-ass, and then I thought for some reason he's talking about the movie The Mighty Ducks, and I'm like, and then I got Paul Banks wrong too. It
Yeah,
wasn't
Adam
Paul
Banks.
Banks. Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
Adam Banks and Gordon Bombay. and Charlie Conway.
Gordon Bombay is a douche.
I mean, in the movies, not. But no, Paul Kariya actually did make a fucking cameo in D3, The Mighty Ducks. It was the worst one, but it's
That
still
was so bad.
it's when you find
They
a good
really
thing.
tried to keep that thing going, man.
just
They squeezed every dollar out of that.
That's right. Oh, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Hot Topics.
Topics.
Yep, now we get to move on to the fun parts of the show. Thank God.
Yeah, he was an Avs. He did play for us right after he played for you.
There you go.
I was going to also
thought
say
so.
in my week recap that I need to start donating blood again because I stopped taking my testosterone.
Oh, really?
My testosterone level has been at 1,500 for a couple months, and which sounds amazing, but it's kind of like when you put too much oil in your car, like too much of a good thing is actually like it kind of wears it down.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you wanted to keep on doing your week recap right when we're moving on to overrated or underrated.
I know, and I used to give blood twice a month, or I used to give blood once every 2 months because I had to, because your blood gets too thick when you're on testosterone, and now I just feel like I want to give blood out of the goodness of my heart.
Okay, that's good.
And I have a deal with the American Red Cross where they said that it would not end up in any gay boners.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was like, all right, that's fine. Sorry, JP.
That's okay. So Patrick Waugh
So the other
is
part of my week
59.
recap.
He's 59 years old.
Not playing anymore though.
Yeah, but Mario Lemieux's still playing.
He's a backup.
Mario Lemieux's playing in the what league is that? Hang on, it's a Canadian.
Ooh, I was really close. It was 1990 to 2003.
Yeah. Okay.
And I wanted to say he did. I'd have to look up to see if he won a Stanley Cup. But
Oh my God, like 2 or 3.
okay,
Yeah,
that's-
Mario
that's-
Lemieux is
okay.
59 years old.
Cool. Still playing?
Yeah,
Good
he
deal.
plays for.
The Wichita Thunder.
Nah, it's something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember what it is.
That's all right. Good for him. But okay, let's finally move on to the fun part of the show, the overrated.
Okay, so
or
the other
underrated.
part of my week recap,
Anyways.
I will leave.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's fine.
I will. I will
I
leave.
turned his mic off.
Oh, you sure did.
See how that works?
I was like, why can't I hear him laughing? Oh, that's way better.
I like being put in timeout.
See how I
If
have
I-
control.
If I would have known we could do that, nobody would ever hear Derek.
Oh no, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my own show. Turn you both.
Go for it.
What a dick!
My voice is strong enough to carry through your microphone, so we're
Exactly.
good.
Oh shit. Okay. Anyways, move on to overrated or underrated. Thank you guys for participating in the St. Patrick's Day, Monday, Friday. Really do appreciate it. We had some good
Absolutely,
ones.
you're welcome.
We had some bad ones. We had some duplicates. But I'm gonna do the best ones that I could find because
Great.
JP and Steve don't participate in picking them out. So sorry.
I would.
Right
I would
after we
help.
get our fucking couch.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
I would help with that if you need help with that.
After we get our couch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Please, sir, don't counteract what I'm trying to do here.
Fine. First one comes in from Kenny Bailey. He wants to know overrated or underrated the smell of gasoline.
That's underrated.
Yeah?
I like the smell of gasoline.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Boom.
Yeah, I say underrated too because I love like old ass fucking hot rods and I'd
Remember
say
when you used
underrated.
to smell the car in front of you?
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was like a
exhaust.
1982 Buick.
That wasn't gasoline. That was exhaust.
That was suicide. is
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It always made the ride to school a little
Yeah.
better.
That's probably why you look like you do now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, when you'd pull into your garage and close the garage,
Close the
and
garage door and just let it run for 10 minutes.
And then mom would always come out and fucking ruin it just as you got high.
It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
You were nodding off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're about ready to take the
She's
best
like, I
sleep
need the
of your
garden
life.
hose. Are you going to keep using that thing?
Yeah. There you go.
Shit. I would definitely say underrated, but I like gasoline. But if you know the alcohol top fuel guys like the dragsters,
Yeah.
that is awesome. It's so fucking good. And if you get too much of it blown back in your face, it burns your nose hairs.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
That's your own way.
I like
of doing
jet fuel.
it. I've actually never smelled jet fuel.
My dad was a corporate pilot, so I was out at air, whatever those things are, airports. Duh, a lot.
You know, those things where those things where the airplanes come in and
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's
Okay.
Sorry.
Next
fine,
one.
man. We got all fucking night.
Next one comes in from Nathan Blackwell. He wants to know overrated or underrated Canadians.
I think they're underrated.
Underrated.
Some of my favorite,
Dude.
funniest people are Canadians. Harland Williams,
Dude,
fucking Jim
way
Carrey.
underrated.
Who
It's not
else?
even close, dude. So
I don't even
many.
know if Jim Carrey's Canadian or not. I just threw that out there.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
he is, and so is
Will Ferrell.
So is Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, I like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's how he's able to fucking
Like,
do the Mint Mobile for $15
I know.
because it's Canadian.
I know there's some bitching back and forth right now, but
Thank you, Ryan.
but Canadians, like people, we really do like you. You guys are actually really fucking cool, and
Canadian
I know we
Bacon's one of my favorite
have a
movies.
shitload of Canadian listeners who are awesome people.
yeah, dude.
However, yeah, we do.
We have Canadian listeners?
We do.
I did not know that.
But I want to talk to you fuckers about one thing,
Tariffs.
Oh boy, here we go.
and that's your fucking
Tariffs.
geese. No,
Oh,
your
they shit
fucking
everywhere.
geese.
They do shit everywhere.
Your fucking Canadian Cobra chickens, when they are not there, they are in Kansas
Have you
right
ever thought
now.
about doing stand up?
No, I'm just
Thank
telling
God.
you, they are pieces of shit, and you know it. And
Guy has
but
one
we
good
have-
joke on an episode, and now he just keeps going.
There we go. And I'm just telling you, Jesus Christ, we're so tired.
I'm tired. Dude.
I know you are.
I'm just talking over.
But they are bastards, and they are all now in Kansas, and so they're like
Yeah.
they're hanging out in the parking lot at my job
And shitting
and
all
they're
over all your.
shitting and
yeah.
pissing at everybody. So there you go. There's that.
Thank goodness.
Next one comes in from Nolo Cinco. He wants to know overrated or underrated kilts.
Oh, those are way underrated.
Way
dude.
underrated.
For sure.
Anytime that there's direct access, I'm game.
Yeah, that's badass.
That's all I'm looking for, really.
That's oh
I've
man.
only worn a kilt one time. I can't remember what it was for. It was for a
Did you traditionally
Irish parade or something like. Well, I can't remember what I was. This has been years and years and years ago. I can't remember what it was. I was drunk,
But I don't.
and it was fun. It was nice.
I
I
was,
think I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Was there a guy in front of you that kept accidentally dropping his change?
Yeah.
Yep, that was me.
Exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened.
isn't a kilt like actually a Scottish thing anyway?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, okay, all right. Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. I've never done it. I've never worn one, so I have no idea.
They're
if
cool as fuck, and you're not supposed to wear any underwear.
I'm
under them.
sure they're breezy.
That's my favorite.
I mean, that's a legal dress that you can wear. You're not
Oh
considered
yeah,
transgender.
you could look like a fucking badass in a kilt.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm totally.
Well,
for
you
it.
have
That
a
sounds-
dagger and shit. Like you have a little.
Like right
what
up
is it?
there
The
in the front?
Balsporin. What is
Yeah.
it called? I
don't
can't
know.
remember exact terminology for it, but you have this little like
Neosporin.
purse thing in front of you here. You have a fucking dagger. You have like chains and shit. Dude, it's badass.
Okay.
The Highland Games, they always wear
Nice.
kilts and shit.
Oh,
yeah, those
cool.
guys are fucking awesome. I think they're awesome. I think they're great.
Awesome. All right. Well, then we all agree. Next one comes in from Steve Bruns.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. He wants to know overrated or underrated school uniforms.
Having grown up in Catholic school from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade, I would say they are fucking underrated because holy shit, they're easy.
They're easy.
Oh, they're very easy. You know
Why?
exactly what you're wearing every day. It's super easy, dude.
I fucking hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so easy for your mom too. She just has to buy like 5 white shirts.
Yeah.
And either khaki or navy blue pairs of pants.
Yeah.
And back then it was fucking boat shoes, baby.
Yeah.
Sperry's.
But here's the thing. I have a theory about this whole situation.
Sperry?
The whole like
So
school.
you have to pay $5 on Friday to wear jeans. It was great.
That's what I'm saying. They are basically starting you off for whenever you're in like you have a big boy job like JP just got, and then all of a sudden you're getting really excited because you can pay $5 to wear jeans on Friday.
Okay,
Like,
so
no.
what's the problem? I don't understand your issue here.
I think you should go to school and be able to wear whatever the hell you want, and hope you get bullied because of what you wear. I think
Yeah, we're not doing that.
I think that'd be great.
No,
Some kids need it.
it's underrated.
I say so underrated too.
Very
Overrated. I think it's
Very
overrated.
underrated.
Well, we know the right answer.
Okay, and then the last one comes in from Austin Hansel. He wants to know overrated or underrated flavored whiskeys.
Way the fuck overrated, sir. Way overrated. Way overrated. Holy shit. Stop.
Yeah.
Fucking stop.
Yeah.
Stop putting caramel and peanut butter and all kinds of bullshit.
Yeah.
Please
just keep
don't
that shit
stop.
with vodka so that you can drink your blowjob shots and
Yeah.
go be in shame.
Put it in vodka. That's what vodka's
Yep,
for. It's
that's
Russian.
exactly right.
It's Russian. It needs to be controlled somehow.
Way overrated.
Yeah.
I say underrated.
And a lot of people are going to be kind of shocked because I'm a big, huge bourbon drinker and stuff like that. But whenever
Yeah.
it's cast in certain barrels and shit, I don't like it. It needs to be fucking bourbon.
He's still on
maybe
the
a rye.
bourbon
Yeah, I
kick.
can't
We got to
stand
get him a
that
new.
shit.
We got to get
like
you a new-
Jameson
something new.
Caskmates is the fucking worst whiskey I've ever had in my life. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I've had Jameson Orange a couple times. It was all right, but you can have like a shot of it, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like I wouldn't sip a flavored whiskey.
Yeah,
There's no way
no.
because you don't have whiskey. Like I want my whiskey flavor.
Flavored whiskeys are for when you're learning how to drink actual American whiskey, which is bourbon. That's basically what it
Well,
is.
okay. I don't drink any American whiskey either.
Well,
so.
Scotty knows these things. He's the bourbon master.
Oh,
Yeah, he has a nice little collection.
A little bourbon corner.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild that the dildos have outpaced the bourbon, but it's weird.
It happens.
I can use JP's dildo opener over there
Yeah.
too. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is overrated or underrated. Now we get to get on to JP's favorite part of every single episode. This is That's Where I Draw the Line.
That is where I draw the
Yeah.
line.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your harmony. that you
Well, I
tuned
have to
in
host karaoke every once in a while. I'm pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. First one comes in from Dakota Dakin. Let's see. He wants to know, where do you draw the line? Partying on St. Patrick's Day.
What line are we drawing?
What the
There is
fuck
no
kind of
line.
what?
So you can interpret that however you want to.
I
but
can't
I,
because that makes no sense.
I've been going out at 10 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day or earlier ever since I had a fake ID at 17
like, are you saying
years
where do I
old.
draw the line to stop?
yeah.
Where do I draw the line to start?
My line-
Where do I draw the line on partying in general on St. Patrick's
Sure.
Day? Where's this line?
My
and where
line-
do I draw?
There is no line.
My line is
There has to
37.
be.
37.
That's how old I am. I'm never doing
And
it again.
my line is 24.
Okay, I'm
I mean,
48. I will continue to do this until I'm 100 years old.
Okay.
You will still continue to go out and get schmammered.
Fuck yeah, of course.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I'm not built for it anymore. My Irish stature is giving it up on the St. Patty's Day thing, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one. Next
I
two.
mean, like I said, I went partying yesterday with the Mexican folks.
I know. Yeah.
And a saw. I had saws and nail guns and everything, and just fucking Corona after Corona after Corona.
Sit there and shoot each other with nail
Arriba,
guns.
St. Patrick. Yeah, it was great.
All right, the next two come in from Braxton Lint. He wants to know, how far away is too far to travel to see your favorite podcast live?
There is no distance.
There is no distance.
Now, I say that. So I had no idea that JP Sears was a stand-up comedian. JP Sears also had no idea that he was a stand-up comedian. But I had watched his videos for a couple years on Facebook, and they were fucking hilarious before he got like super, super political. So I traveled all the way to San Antonio to go to his stand-up show.
Yeah.
And after 3 minutes, it was very obvious that he had no fucking clue what he was doing in front of 500 people at LOL in San Antonio.
Nice.
Which is an amazing, well, it's not an amazing room. It's at a fucking mall in San Antonio, and the comedy club looks like you're in a mall. But it's a huge room, and it was packed, all sold out. And after, I think, 20 minutes, we just got up and left. Because he couldn't even take it anymore. It was that
rough.
bad. I'm sure he's gotten better. And that was in probably 2015, 16, something like that.
Sure.
So I'm sure he's gotten better. But just know what you're getting into. Because I was mad that I spent all that money to fucking get there, stay there for the tickets.
Yeah.
And then, like, what the fuck? It was bad.
But
it was really bad.
Us, there is no distance.
Definitely.
No.
I am solely expecting a very good friend of mine to fly all the way from Australia with his family to be at the next live show.
That is intense.
I'm just kidding, Dan.
Yeah, you can expect all. I was like, you can expect all you want.
I couldn't even imagine how expensive that shit would be.
Jeez.
But
Just
anyways,
ask Derek for
So
the money.
is this Braxton's way of going, hey, fuckers, when are we getting a date for the next live show?
yeah, but all of us have to participate in deciding that date.
I understand that.
Anyways, Braxton wants to know one
I think
more.
Braxton just wants to come by himself and sit right here and watch us.
No.
I'm cool with that too.
I'm sure you are. But anyways, he also wants to know what things would you do to save your friend's image after they die? Okay, this what he means by this. You die, and he's trying to make sure that everybody still thinks you're a good person, even though he and all of your closest friends know that you're kind of a shitty person. So
this was okay. Go ahead.
He had a good one, and I agree with him, and that is delete all of your internet search history. That's a good example.
That's a good one for sure. But this was a common thing, like with Iraq war veterans and Afghanistan war veterans, where there was one dude whoever died first had to wear a green dress to the other one's funeral.
Nice.
And it was like a pact that they made as a joke, and then the dude still fucking did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't know, shit like that, I guess, like death pacts. You know,
Yeah,
like I don't
okay.
know. Usually a lot of soldiers and stuff like that, they'll write a last letter.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that letter gets to the right people and gets seen correctly.
I figured I would probably have to
But that's not saving their image.
Yeah,
their image is already
It might be.
good.
There's a
They're
lot of
soldiers, man. They're
I know,
they're
but
fighting for our goddamn freedoms.
yeah, but some of them are douchebags too. So that's
I
the other
know.
thing. Like this whole fucking, we have to fucking love the
Yeah,
troops.
no.
Some of the troops are douchebags. Like they just are.
Oh.
I mean, you look at
they
fucking.
just are.
I think of JP when something like this happens, because he's definitely going to die before I do.
Okay.
And so I figure if I throw away like 75% of his dildos, he'll seem like a normal person.
I don't think anybody would. I don't think you're going to change any images doing that.
I think
They're going to be like, yeah, he liked penis.
If somebody went in there and saw his collection, I think that would scare the shit out of him.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
He's got some collection
If
edition
anybody
dicks.
saw my collection, the first thing they would think of is cha-ching.
Yeah, there you
Can you
go.
imagine how much
Yeah,
money-
man or female.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, wow, I can
I actually
recycle these.
I actually, like, if I ever am on my deathbed, I'm going to start signing them, so they'll be worth more money.
It's like Derek is with memorabilia, JP is the dildos.
Dude, if I could do anything for you right now, what would it be? Bring me my dildos. I need to get them signed. All right. So that's my answer.
All right, that's fair. And then let's see. Next one, Steve Bruns wants to know how hairy is too hairy.
Any hairy. I'm
Yeah.
not a hairy guy.
I'm a
not a hairy
smooth person.
Yep, me too.
I am a rather hairless individual anyway.
Okay,
so
now I do
would
love
expect
hairy
that-
legs. Like hairy legs are good.
That's the exact opposite that what me
But-
and Steve
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Armpits
Yeah.
and legs, that's fine. Anywhere else, nah.
JP, armpits and legs, for me, not fine. So that's
right.
Yeah. Okay.
like. That's a big red flag if you see
Yeah.
a chick with
Yep.
like leg
Right.
hair.
And
I saw a chick the other day that had on leggings and her hair was coming through it, and it was fucking gross. Dude.
No,
Like, yeah, it was
that's
real gross.
so gross. What color was her hair?
It was dark.
yeah, it was brown.
No,
dark.
not her leg hair. The hair color on her head.
Oh, purple.
That's what I was.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, did you have to ask?
I know.
And I got to be honest with you. I just instinctively said that because I remembered it. And I didn't make that up. Like that's true. It really was. And then thought about that after I said purple. I was like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Fuck, I didn't even think about
Yep,
that.
exactly.
Very well.
Yeah,
Part of the uniform.
Yep.
Very, very well.
And then last one comes in from Gassy Grandpa. He wants to know Let's see. Where do you draw the line? Guys who say that they are just a friend.
As long as they add with benefits at the end of it, I'd say we are going to get along just fine.
Yeah. No, Steve.
What?
Steve, I have a
He
question.
confused us.
I know, I did.
What?
He just confused us.
I was gonna say it with you, but I gotta remember your situation. But with Steve, like
What situation?
I don't know, gay.
I'm not gay.
I know, not you. I was initially asking JP.
My situation,
All right.
dude.
Yeah.
You know, the
His-
situation I put myself in every day.
His diagnosis.
My diagnosis.
This is like when I was watching the fucking Theo Vaughn podcast with Cat Williams, and he's like, "Did you ever get to meet Bill Cosby? You know, before all the stuff happened." He's like, do you
He
mean
said-
being a rapist by all this stuff?" Dude, it was fucking hilarious.
He said the raping before the raping. He goes, "Dude, were you before
That
all
was
the raping?"
dude. After
that's
watching
awesome.
and listening to that podcast, I could not love Cat Williams more. Oh my gosh, I love that dude. He is fucking great.
Yeah. So I
He reminds
guess
me of my aunt too. I don't know how to explain that, but he does.
that
It's
is
the way
weird.
he speaks.
Okay. No. Between you and I, like, so if Natalie had like a really close dude friend that she was hanging out with once a week, is that tolerable?
Oh no, it's that. Okay,
Like, if it's
All
with JP,
all
I'm fine.
Gassy Grandpa, here's the deal, dude. They're never just friends. Like, no dude has ever been like, that
I would
chick
be okay with you.
is so nice, I just want to be your friend. No, it started with, I would like to fuck that chick, and now I'm going to get close to her, and now we're buddies. And
right.
one day, maybe we'll get drunk enough to where we still fuck. I guarantee you that JP and I could be like, hey, we're friends. And then JP could be like, are you ready to fuck now? And I'd be like, no, fuck, no. I'm just like, you're like actually your friend. But every chick that has a best dude friend, if she was like, hey, you want to just fucking lick my pussy? Not one dude would go, oh my God, no, we were just friends. That's not real. Like, that's not going to happen.
Exactly. All right.
sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's where I draw the line. Now we get to move on to questions and preguntas. Hey, we're moving right along.
Kind of.
Look at us go.
Look at us go. I actually got this question from a guy named the Pyro from YouTube. Again, leave a comment. I actually
like it.
do read them, and if that's it's worth anything, I'll put it on the show. But anyways, the Pyro wants to know, what's something you wanted but couldn't afford as a kid, but now you bought it when you had adult money?
As somebody who's only had adult money for like
Very
a
recently.
week. No, that's not true. I
know,
used to
yeah, I
make really
know,
good
I
money.
know.
I've never actually bought a hooker, but that would have been my answer.
Jesus.
I have.
You have?
Oh yeah.
So
Really?
I would have to go with the runner up that makes you almost as happy as a hooker, and I got a pool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it an
I bought a pool.
inflatable one?
No, it's an in-ground pool at my
okay.
house.
I just figured.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
Seeing your trampoline in the front yard,
Oh, fuck.
I
dude.
figured
Don't
the
even get me
pool was
fucking
inflatable
started.
in the back. So that's just me. Do you have anything?
You would think so.
Do you have anything, JP?
Oh yeah.
What do you got?
Bowling balls.
Oh, that's a good
Dude,
yeah.
when I was a kid, I always wanted the latest and greatest fucking bowling ball, and now I get it.
Oh, did-
shoes? Like name Nike fucking.
You
shoes.
poor kid. You didn't
Like,
have. You just wore just barefoot.
we wore hush puppies.
Oh, dude, I had hush
said
puppies
this.
too.
Yeah.
I had
well,
hush
then you're a
puppies, too.
fucking nerd.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I understand. But anyway, like definitely shoes, bowling balls, and then my Eclipse. When
your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking when
I thought you
when
bought the sun and the
No,
moon.
when Mitsubishi first came out with the Eclipses, dude, they were so sick, and I always wanted one, and I could never afford it.
Yeah.
And so when I could afford it, and I got older, I bought like a 13. I think it was 13 years old. when
Yeah,
I bought
those
it,
are the
but
ones that all the hot
with
chicks
big
drove.
Hot wheel with the
Yeah,
big fat
wing
wings
on it.
Oh God, that
Yep.
was sexy.
Yep. The
Fucking bright red.
The wealthy blondes
Oh
drove
my
that one.
God.
Yep.
It just smelled like.
You make a good
Fucking
point. You make a
vagina.
good point with like bowling balls, because with me it was like a baseball gloves.
Yeah,
I always
I
wanted
believe
like
it.
the pro preferred Rawlings baseball glove, and I don't even
bowling
play.
equipment in general and bowling balls is definitely.
But I don't even play anymore. I don't even play baseball
good.
anymore. But I have the
Yeah,
glove.
That's good.
So guess what my new toy is? So whenever I was a kid, hey,
You didn't even give us a chance to guess.
oh, okay.
I know what it is. It's laying right over there.
No, that's your bottle opener.
Damn it. Okay, so
Call it what
somebody.
you want.
Okay, no, my new toy now is when I was a kid, I luckily was available, or I was able to have my mom afford toy guns, and now I have real ones.
Okay.
That's my toy.
Okay.
So, what, Steve, are you getting ready to talk about now?
I can't fucking remember who
It's
sent
not
me.
on topic. I can tell you
No,
that.
it is. Somebody said it's about the bowling ball. Somebody sent me a video and asked me to send it to JP, and I don't know if I did or not. Did I send you a video
No,
about
but
the bowling ball?
No, but we could probably find it.
Okay,
we can find
somebody sent me a video, and it's a badass bowling ball that has a Budweiser bottle inside the bowling ball. It's cool as shit, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it was like an old fucked up bowling ball, and then they brought it back to life, like it's like a mirrored glass finish. It looks perfectly clear,
That's
and it
kinda
was
cool.
cool as shit. And now I'm, fuck, why can't I?
That's okay.
I got to stop drinking so much.
we could find it.
I mean, I won't, but I really need to.
Okay. The next one is coming in from Chase Golden. And
Shut the fuck up, man.
Chase Golden wants to know if you could swap places with any other member of the crew for a month, who would it be?
Everybody's gonna say me,
Bullshit.
of course.
Bullshit. Hang around a bunch of bowlers? Fuck that. I am good. I think the only one out of all of us that is suitable. Are we including my brother in this regard?
if you
For
a month, a whole month.
Yeah, a whole month. I could switch places with my brother, but I think that's cheating. JP, quit rubbing your fucking boobs.
I know who I'm switching places with.
Who is it?
Elena Gurman.
She has been on the
She's
show.
no.
She has been on the show.
No.
How did you
Just
get
found that
dude?
cheat code, buddy.
Dude,
Just found you
how
that
did
cheat
you-
code.
No.
I know.
It-
I know,
it's Elena.
JP.
It's
I know.
Elena.
For
She's
sure.
not a part of the crew.
She absolutely
Well,
is.
she kinda is,
there's,
dude.
She absolutely
there's
is.
7 of us, and
She
there's 7 of
100%
us in the
is.
logo, and I think that
She
it.
100% is.
No.
So it has to be somebody from the
I don't
logo.
know where this logo
Yeah.
is.
Well, then Fred.
Fred.
And then I'll just jerk off for a month straight while I
fine.
can. Oh God,
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other way I can go, I guess.
I think for sure. I think it would definitely be Steve. I think me and Steve probably have a most alike.
I'm switching places with Mike Baldwin for sure.
He has no worries in the world.
None. He has zero anxiety whatsoever.
His grandmother. That's it. I
Yeah.
thought
But
about.
you got to look like Mike Baldwin.
That's fine.
That's okay. He's a good-looking fella, probably.
Yeah.
He's funny as fuck.
Yep.
And he just smokes a lot of weed, and
Which I
cigarettes,
love.
which I've never done. So I'd like
I couldn't. I
see
couldn't
that.
switch places with Mike because I mean,
What's absolutely hilarious is that
Same.
not a single one of us are like, you know what,
Derek,
for 30
yeah,
days would be
no.
hilarious.
I thought about it. I actually
Derek
thought
wouldn't
about
be
that
bad.
just because I would like the G-Mini. Chris's that chick has huge tits. SHU cheerleader lady. Wow.
Anyways,
fuck.
God.
Anyway, I thought about it because I just thought I would like to see like his thought process.
That would be.
that'd be
It'd
a
be
long
interesting to me.
month.
You'd commit
It'd be
suicide.
That
by
would
the
be a
end of the 30
long
days.
month.
No, baby. All right.
Oh man, yeah, that dude needs like something that perks you up or something.
The other answer I thought of was Jeremy because
Oh, I didn't
dude,
think of
you know
Jeremy.
how good that motherfucker eats too. Fucking
Not the name.
oh,
But yeah, the food that his
Jeremy says her name. Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well,
I got to cut that out.
well, very good.
But no. Yeah. So I would.
I was also gonna say Jeremy because his wife is a great cook.
There you go. And you're right.
Okay.
A whole bunch of Japanese
I
food.
thought about saying it again. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about right after that just saying it again so you have to cut more. I'll keep you up all night.
Thanks.
I
bud.
love it.
Oh no, I'm already going to be.
I know.
That was actually
all right.
a really interesting question.
That is a good question.
That's
I
actually
like
like a
questions.
thought-provoking
I like
question.
questions like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That was actually really interesting.
That's
Great
fun.
job,
Chase.
Steve Bruns.
That's
job,
that's
man.
Chase Golden.
Chase
Oh, Chase
Golden.
Golden. He's a good guy too. He has a lot of good ones actually.
Yep. All right. Next one comes in from Big Mike. He wants to know sounds that immediately trigger you.
Scotty's voice.
Fuck off.
That's true. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Dick.
Because I don't have a lot of sounds that immediately trigger me.
Immediately triggered me.
Oh shit, I do. The in the middle of the night whenever the dog's like sitting there getting ready to throw up. It like
you use that for
get up.
everything.
I
man.
know, but it's true. It's just something that immediately alerts me and stuff
I
like
don't-
that.
I have to actually.
Ooh, the dead batteries in the smoke alarm. That
Yeah.
pisses me off. I get
Okay.
very angry.
Okay, when
Okay.
you're laying in bed, you're trying to go to sleep, and you hear a cricket.
You mean a screaming goat?
And you cannot find it. You cannot. It just doesn't stop.
That's good. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's.
I'm trying to find one. I can't describe it.
Oh.
I also had a while back where I kept hearing this beep, and I don't have a fire. Like I don't have.
You don't have a smoke alarm?
Not in my room.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You told this story.
Yeah, it was my hard drive. It was the external hard drive that was beeping.
No, I thought
that I had plugged into my Xbox.
Oh.
Dude, I for months looked for this thing, and I'm always so high, and I'm like, oh, I think I heard it over here. Oh no, wait, it was over here. Oh no, wait, and I was like, dude. One night I was like, it can't be this fucking external hard drive, right? So I unplug it. Silence.
Sure enough.
What the? But yeah. So that's another one.
No, that's good. I think those are good.
Damn it.
Steve, I mean, give a best guess.
I'm wrying, dude.
No,
Why are you looking it up on your phone, man?
All right. Well, okay. So there's some tones that come out over the radio, everyone. And then the most annoying fucking immediately annoying sound on planet Earth, I was trying to find it, is the tones that they put out when you're taking incoming, like on the bass or whatever, and you're just fucking sleeping. And it was like, I can't remember what they said, but go to shelter or whatever. And I would literally always just turn back over and go to sleep. I'm going to go fuck yourself.
All right.
It's my day. It's my day.
No, it's okay. Next one comes in from Antonio Mora. He wants to know, instead of a pot of gold, what is at the bottom of a rainbow?
Oh, swamp water. I mean, that's putting out some tricky fucking colors, bro. That's the Dow chemical plant.
What would you want to be at the bottom of the rainbow?
Oh,
Yeah.
gold. I would just want gold.
No,
You said instead of gold.
Instead of gold, but
Money.
Steve's like, nah, money. Just a mountain of money.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about you, JP?
Just penises.
The
Penises
collection of
everywhere.
dildos.
Collection of dildos.
gross.
Just penises.
course.
Gross.
All right.
All different colors, all different shapes, all different sizes. Just a plethora.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Why
do you ask me these questions? You already know my answers.
That's true. That's
and
true.
then you're all act like you're disappointed with me.
Oh, no. I'm not.
I could have said buttholes,
You could have,
but I didn't.
but I've never seen a shiny butthole.
Oh, well, after the show. I'll polish it up for you. You got any comment?
No.
All right.
I got to sand it down before I wax it.
I am perfectly
Get all the
shit.
scratches out.
That's amazing.
That's absolutely disgusting. Okay, and last. Oh no, I'm sorry.
I need a can of comment, can of turtle wax in 20 minutes, and a hair dryer.
Oh my god.
And
Next one comes in from Chris Welch. He wants to know, what is the pettiest hill you are willing to die on?
Yeah, I was going to say the abortion issue, but I don't know if that was petty enough.
I would say capital. Capital.
Capital?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What's the capital?
Like where it should be? Or?
No, you said, what is the pettiest hill you are willing to die on? I said
Oh,
capital.
this fucking guy. I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
There you go. All right.
What?
That sucks.
Douchebag.
He had some Schoolhouse Rock bullshit going on right
Oh
there.
my
That was amazing.
Lord. Wow.
I told you, man. Jelly.
I don't. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. This one
This is another thinker, man. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here? We're too stupid for this shit.
I know, but it's worth a shot.
Dick over pussy. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill.
I think we all know how I feel about a woman using her teeth on a blowjob.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
die on that fucking hill for
Yeah.
sure. Guaranteed.
Yeah. I don't. As far as a petty one, I don't really.
I don't
know.
like putting on my seatbelt, and my fucking wife hates the dinging, and I'm just like, I don't care. It does not bother me.
No,
like, at all.
Hey, we're going back to a previous question.
I know.
What
I know.
sound
It's so weird.
immediately
Nothing
triggers
bothers
you?
me.
It's the seatbelt chime in a fucking door. It drives me crazy
I don't
whenever we're
care.
driving. Oh,
It's
I
easy.
fucking hate
That's
it.
easy.
Let's see. What's a hill I would die on? I don't know. So it probably has something to do with driving now that you're meaning, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head, so I'm just going to move on.
Okay.
To the last question. This one comes in from Adam Tohei. He wants to know things you can say on a construction site and in the bedroom.
Well, as a construction worker, there is no limit.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
You can say on a construction site, take a cunt hair off of this. So you can also say that in the bedroom, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
exactly.
Like, there's a lot of fucking pound it, Mike. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And you don't know where you're at.
Hey.
So, yeah, it's that's lunch. You know, like
Get nailed.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking nail it.
100%. Yeah, nailed it.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of cross references there, you know.
Hey, I got wood.
I'm gonna put my 2x4 in there.
No, just hey, I got wood.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go, just more.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, and lay down the foundation.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
let
good.
it get hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then build something on top of it.
Okay.
How about you,
JP's having
JP?
a fucking great time right now.
JP's like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna dig a hole.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just got an email, so
That's fine.
I'm thinking about that right now.
Fine.
Sorry, Adam. Go fuck yourself.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Questions and Preguntas. Again, thank you guys so much for participating in Monday, Friday. Look up or keep your eyes peeled every Friday. I'll put it on all of our socials, Instagram, X, and Facebook.com/laughing on the sidelines. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to move on to a very popular part of every single episode. This is the Laughing on the Sidelines draft.
Yay!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines draft. Ladies and gentlemen, JP won. Yeah,
Man, that's been a minute.
it has. So
Happy to
congratulations.
I'm happy to be the winner.
I have a list that I write down over here so I can keep track of everybody's picks, and I wrote Jeremy down instead of JP.
Jeremy will appreciate that.
Jeremy is just, Jeremy probably would have won if he was on it, But yes, JP won the movie quote draft, and so that means I took second on a technicality. Steve wasn't here, so Steve is going to get the first overall pick. I will get the sandwich picks, and JP will get the championship picks. And this week's draft is going to be our favorite slang terms.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right. So, yeah. Steve?
Cheap. Let's see
Yikes.
here.
Fartfic Nugan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Riz.
Riz?
I love that one, too.
Yeah, I love
it's
it.
a good
It's
pick.
my favorite.
All right. I think this draft is going to go kind of... it's going to go good. I'm going to go with one that I love to use, and I try to use it as often as I can, but yeet!
God damn you piece of shit. I'm going to yeet all over your face.
Yeet, yeet,
I fucking-
motherfucker.
I love using it in the past tense, too. It's like, he fucking yeeted that shit.
Yeah.
Love that one. There you go. All right. JP, you get 2 in a row.
Okay, well, since you took yeet, I'll take
Okay.
skeet skeet.
I like it. I like it.
And, of course, dope. I use that all
I do
the
too.
time.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
too. Yeah. I could get some pretty dated ones as well. But I'm going to... Shut up. Don't do that. I'm going to use one that is a baseball term that I love to use.
Okay, let's do this.
And it is if somebody hits a ball on a line, or if it is if it's on a line from somebody throwing it, it is called a piss missile.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that one.
I have a different...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sounds like
yeah,
something I
JP,
use. I use that slang as well, but it's not a baseball term.
Yeah, it's when a gay guy has gonorrhea.
It was actually the nickname that I used to call my ex.
Nice,
Gross.
nice.
All right, Steve, you get 2 in a row, dude.
I'm gonna go with bussin'.
Bussin'.
I like it.
I'm going with all and then bet.
Oh, Dang, that had a hell of a wallet back in the day.
It did.
It had a hell of a wallet.
Yeah,
but
I like it.
I am over that one.
Really?
I am over BET. Yeah, or bet.
Freudian slip.
So is your next one the N word then?
slip.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
It's for sure.
That's
is.
weird. All right.
Oh,
It for
sorry.
sure is.
I was too
I mean,
good.
I don't know if that's his next pick, but he does have it written down on his paper.
Yeah, he does.
I
Yeah, he does.
do not. Let's see. I'm gonna go. I don't know. Do I get some that I actually like or some that I don't? I'll do another baseball one because I do like that one. But a frozen rope. Also, a piss missile.
Glad we had our grandpa in here to
Frozen
get some fucking
rope,
slang terms.
piss missile, yeet.
I fucking played sports.
And
I'm
then we
sorry,
used to call
you
them
losers.
dames.
Yeah, got it. All right.
All right.
JP, you get 2 in a row.
I'm gonna go with an oldie but a goodie.
'Kay.
Rad.
Yeah, it's
damn it.
badass. I like that.
You're thinking all the words that mean cool,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And skeet.
Skeet means cool.
Skeeter, he was funny.
And
dumb.
then we're gonna go with low key. I use that one quite a bit.
Do you?
I low key use that all the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I low key want to suck your dick. That's how I use it.
All right, that's
I
fine.
come up to people and I'm just like, hey.
I like it.
This was my next one, so it's actually kind of along those lines, and it is on the DL.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
So-
on the DL.
Yep.
We're keeping it on the DL.
On the DL.
I like it.
Steve, what do you got? You get your last 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Yep.
We're going to go with FOMO
Oh, damn it.
because I have a lot of FOMO.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm drunk more often than I should be.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go with.
Ooh, that's a good one.
No cap.
No cap. God, Steve has teenagers.
Yeah, I do. That's the only reason I.
That's how Steve's going to win
I was
this
going to try and
draft.
do all of them as like 2025, you know, whatever.
All right. I got one, but I don't know if anybody's going to know what it even means.
You're safe at this point, man. Just keep going.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to use it. It's another one. It's called getting starched. You know what getting starched is?
Yeah.
No idea.
Of course I do.
Okay.
What's that?
All right. That's fine.
You get ironed?
No.
No.
What's going on?
That's when you basically
Bread?
get knocked the fuck out.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you
Fall over, dude.
fall over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it.
Like on Friday.
Damn! Knock the
You
fuck
just
out.
got knocked the fuck out.
I like it.
All right, Steve or JP, what's your last one?
Righteous.
Yeah, it's pretty old. That's pretty old. I like that
Yeah.
one.
Oh man, God, you're old. But it's a good list. It really
Yeah, of
is a
course it
good
is.
list.
I made it.
Well, I mean, it's words that we use.
How many lists do I got to make before you finally get it through your fucking head that I make good lists, man?
Do you have any honorable mentions?
Oh, all kinds of them.
Do you?
Tubular.
Tubular.
Totally
Yeah.
tubular.
He watched fucking Ninja
Radical.
Turtles earlier today.
Radical.
Yeah,
He already
that's
had
so
rad. You can't
crazy.
do that.
Oh, that's true. I forgot
That's
about
a
rad.
honorable mentions.
That is true.
Bromigo. I do that one a lot to my friends. But yeah, most of the ones is actually it's dope. I say dope a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Homo.
That's,
Okay.
that's not slang.
That's not a
I guess
slang.
it is
I
slang.
That's a
thought it was.
No, you're thinking slur.
I think you're.
Oh.
Yeah, that's slur, and the word you're looking for
I
is
always
faggot.
get those mixed up.
Yeah,
I always get those way mixed up.
That's
All right.
true.
That's cool, man.
You can do some slang slurs.
Retard.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Retarded.
Not. Yeah.
Okay.
You could say it again. It's all right.
Tardo.
Yeah.
Okay. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going the wrong way here.
I think so too.
Probably ought to just end this.
We're doing slang slurs next week.
Yeah, we are.
I like it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines draft. You can go to facebook.com/laughing on the sidelines or X at LOT sidelines and vote for the list that you like the most of our slang terms. But now we get to move on to my favorite part of every single episode. This is the Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is this week's Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation, brought to you by Fanger Bang, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. JP. All right, that's enough of that. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Peters.
All right.
No chins.
No chins.
No chins.
One chin, Steve.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation. What?
Just your list of what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Slang terms.
Nope. No. This week's Laughing on the Sidelines shitty situation is, would you rather have to be a big advocate for the WNBA strike or be Derek Alders for a month?
And we're talking about like a card carrying WNBA fucking union member advocate.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Like it's your whole life.
Like Eminem is actually trying to get a new WNBA team to Detroit.
Fuck.
That kind of advocate. Let's keep this going, baby.
That's kind of hard, man.
Well, I know which way I'm going now. If Eminem's doing it, I'm in.
Oh,
That's
really?
true.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that kind of makes it a little more
I want him to
easier.
melt in my mouth, not in my hand. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, that's terrible.
I don't know about that, man, because then as Derek, you have to like maybe go to some mostly peaceful Tesla protest or whatever.
Dude,
like I don't know, man. Like
if you would have said Derek for a week, I could have been okay because
sure.
I can maybe not shower for a week, but sooner or later you're gonna have to shower. And being Derek in a shower doesn't seem
Derek
like
showers.
it would.
Derek's
I
a
understand.
shower.
Yes, I get it. But do you want to be that? Do you want to be that?
This is so tough.
I know. I'm
This
going
is-
WNBA. Me and
I just
Eminem
don't
all the way.
like. I don't like. I mean, I'm just not. It's not that I don't like. Like I'll watch like NBA basketball finals and shit like that. I just could care less during the season,
Dude.
And then I could care even less. I would care more about a fucking soccer game my daughter was in than a WNBA game.
So you're going to be Derek for a month?
I think I have to.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
You're gonna regret that.
This is so.
After that month, you'll fund the WNBA on your own just to get out of it.
Fuck.
You're like,
Yeah, that's-
look, you can stop being Derek after a month.
I'll give them all $300 a game or whatever they're asking for. That's fine.
It's worth it.
And that's kind of what it's coming back to. Like, this is pretty damn close either way. If you're with Derek for a month, then I actually get to like see how he thinks about certain things, which I think is kind of interesting.
He's
to
an
me.
interesting guy.
Oh, and I
mean,
love
he's
him.
My friend. I love the dude.
I love him to death.
One
But
of
he
my best
does have
friends.
some wild thoughts.
Yes,
on
he
shit,
does. But
you know?
then I
But I
realize.
kind of like to understand it. dude.
But if you go and advocate for the WNBA strike, do you realize how many female Dereks you're going to be around on a regular basis? And the other thing is, none of them are going to be straight. There's not a single one.
There's a couple of them, I'm sure.
Oh, damn. I
That's-
forgot
the
about the lesbian.
Yeah, like Brittany
All right, I'm
Griner.
going to be Derek for a month. Yep. Good. I don't care how hot Eminem is. I'm Derek for a month. I changed my answer.
I think
Brittany Griner's a pretty straight one, and there's other ones, you know, that are
Sure.
Pretty
feminine,
straight.
pretty feminine.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
I think I genuinely do like Derek a lot, even if we think differently about a lot of things. And I think if I were him for a month, I would just basically get I'd get Prozac or some shit like that, and maybe I'd be a happy Derek.
dude, what if you fucking completely like reformed Derek? Like he was like working out every day and
I'd
shit,
almost
and
do
just
it for
like
a
eating.
joke.
The
He was eating the
happiest
fucking
dude,
carnivore
yes.
diet and
That
shit
would
like
be
that.
funny.
Yes.
He just had
Reform him.
Joe Rogan shit all over his garage now and stuff,
Oh,
and then he
man.
comes back into his body like, what the fuck? That would be awesome.
Trump license plate holder.
Yeah. And and it's a fucking personalized one, so he had to pay for it.
Right.
Especially if you know there was an expiration date and you knew that
Yeah.
it was coming.
Dude,
back.
yeah.
There would
Instead
be a
of-
Tesla in the driveway.
Yep.
Instead of all his memorabilia, it's just Trump.
Oh no,
Oh, dude.
no,
Place it all
no,
with
no!
Trump.
It's
Oh, my.
it's
my.
actually it's your collection of signed JP dicks. That's
Yep,
what
There
it
you
is.
go.
That's
That
what
In
it's
his
gonna
trophy
be.
cases. I love
He
it.
would
All right.
wake up and
I think we're all going Derek,
I
aren't
think
we?
we're all going
We're all
Derek
going
at
Derek.
this
Let's do
point.
this.
See,
unanimous.
see,
I
buddy,
love it.
we genuinely do actually love you
Yeah.
We can all come together.
more than the WNBA. So take it for that.
Even though we
what
want to
it
be you
is.
so we can ruin your life worse than it is already. We still love you.
I just want to make him a happier person. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
You do.
Anyways, all right, guys. Thank you guys so very much. We sincerely do appreciate everything that you guys do. Keep on sharing our stuff. Also, go and follow Steve on TikTok. I have followed.
Steve Peters Comedian on TikTok and the Instagrams.
It's okay.
I follow some
where-
Peters on Instagram, but not
we know
on-
you do.
But not
I've
Steve.
started posting stand-up comedy clips. on
Yeah,
it.
and it's actually pretty good. I'm very proud of you. You're doing an excellent
Thanks,
job down
buddy.
there.
That ought to make
Thank
you feel good. Scotty's proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following in my footsteps down
Now
there,
I can
Steve.
just go ahead and
Love it.
retire.
Yeah,
Jesus.
might as well.
But yeah, keep on doing that. We sincerely do appreciate all of you guys. We got a big next couple of weeks. I don't know who's going to be on next week, but obviously I'll let you guys know. Keep your eyes out for Monday, Friday. And guys, as we always like to say, do us a favor. If you like us, tell your friends. But if you don't like us,
We hope you get a piss missile to the face.
if you don't like us, tell your enemies. And until next time, guys,
The New York Knicks. It's okay to throw up at our games.
until next time,
Keep laughing,
assholes.
assholes.
We'll see you later. Take care.
All right.